That's a lot of boxes. Maybe you wonder, why does a development channel like ArjanCodes have this many boxes? What's in the boxes? Well, today we're gonna find out. But first, I need to move these upstairs. Things are going to change around here. I have a few announcements and I also have a couple of little surprises for you that I think you're going to like. I also want to take this opportunity to talk about an idea that I've been applying in my business, my YouTube video business, that I think you'll also find useful in your own learning path to becoming a senior developer. It's about the difference between the grind and the flywheel. Before I talk about those things though, here's the first announcement. I'm opening up memberships here on YouTube. There should be a button below this video that you can click on to check it out. Basically, with a membership, you can support this channel, support the things that I do, and help me cover some of those costs of those very expensive cameras that I have to buy. Well, I don't have to buy them, I just like new toys. So what do you get in return when you become a member? Well, you get custom emoji that are handcrafted in the Netherlands by an artisanal emoji creator. That's me, by the way. You get a cool avatar and you get to support the channel, which I really appreciate very much. Now, let's go back to those boxes. Oh yeah, it's new office time. ArjanCodes getting a new office. But first I'm gonna have to move the rest of these boxes upstairs. I'm tired. I'm never gonna do this again. Really cozy in here, isn't it? This lift doesn't feel very safe. I think I'm gonna die here. I'm done on multiple levels.
One eternity later.
So we started putting all the desks together in this main office room that you see right here. It's really nice. We have got so much more space than in the other room. That was actually the main reason for us moving to this new space. So the old space was actually really tiny and I was basically running two businesses out of that. And that became kind of annoying because whenever I needed to record a YouTube video, I had to move around all the lights, set up the microphones, the cameras, etc. And we were reusing the same table for meetings and stuff like that. So it was really annoying. And now we're going to have a special room for video recording, or actually two rooms. I guess you want to see that. Come on, let's go. So I'll first take you to this room. This is going to be the main video room. And you see I have a kind of setup here, which is, well, it has the microphone, it has the camera, that's a teleprompter that you see there, there's a light. And my idea is basically that this thing here, this contraption, that's going to be a movable thing that just contains everything that I need. Well, not the light, but it has the microphone, the camera and everything. As you can see, I still need to do a bit of cable management there. And then this wall you see here, I'm going to paint that, I think, a kind of dark grayish, dark bluish color. And here we're going to have a couch. So this is going to be like a separate second setup where I can also do recordings. And I want this to be like a bit more industrial. So there's going to be like fake stones on the wall And what you see here, this is actually the cover for the couch, which is kind of a canvas thing. I really think that's gonna look really cool. So anyway, that's this video room, and I don't have a computer here, as you can see. So for that, we're going to the second room. And that is right over here. So this is going to be the place where I'm going to record all my programming segments. This wall here, I'm also going to paint it in a dark color, probably the same color as in the other room. And here I'm going to put more of a spaceship vibe. So not so much the industrial vibe, but a spaceship vibe. So I'm going to play around with these LED lights that I got. Nano leaf lines. I think that's gonna look really awesome as well. But as you can hear, the audio here is not so great. And that's actually why I got those boxes. So let's take a look at what's inside them. So all those boxes that are right there behind me, that's actually acoustic treatment for the two rooms that I just showed you. Let's open one of them up. It weighs like absolutely nothing. We're gonna need a knife. So these things you actually have to be pretty careful with, because they can easily break. It's made out of a foam material that if you push it too hard or you look at it weird, it's going to break. A bit like how I wrote software about 20 years ago. Anyway, this stuff is going to be in every corner of the room. I have like 30 or 40 of these. That's going to improve the sound a lot. And then I'm also going to add sound absorption and sound diffusion, which together is going to result in rooms that have hopefully great sound. We'll find out in a couple of weeks. Most people think that running a business is all about making money, but that's actually not true. The goal of a business, in my opinion, is to have a positive impact on the world. Money is a consequence of having that positive impact. The problem is that most businesses start to optimize for making as much money as possible, but that's actually wrong, because that's the consequence. That's not why your business exists. You should optimize for the positive impact instead. If you optimize for money, this has all kinds of weird side effects, like nickel and diming your customers, having an unfriendly return policy, selling customer data to third parties to make more money, unnecessarily spamming your customers with advertisements, and so on and so on. That's because you're optimizing for money and not for positive impact. Now, of course, you need money in a business to survive, but if you're optimizing for positive impact, giving away everything for free is not going to help, because that's going to kill your vehicle of delivery. If you're running your business as a one-person show, maybe you're a freelance software developer, or like me, you're a video creator, you can run your business in two ways. One is the grind, and the other one, let's call that the flywheel. There's one other thing that I'm going to do in this room next to recording all my coding sections here, which is that when everything is set up and I'm happy with how it works, I'm going to do experiments with live streaming on YouTube. So it will be fun. We can chat and you can ask any questions you like during the live stream. It's probably going to take me a couple of weeks to finish that up and prepare everything, but be prepared. There's going to be ArjanCodes live streams soon. So that's like the third, is that the third announcement? I'm lost with how many announcements there are in this video. It's like an announcements fest. So live streams coming soon. The grind means that you're exchanging your time for money. Like if you have a regular job, you're being paid by the hour, or if you're a freelance developer, you're being paid per project, and the projects determine how much income you're going to have. It's basically anything where your income relies directly on how much time you put into something. If you put less time into it, your income is immediately going to go down. And the problem is that that's going to be very stressful if that's the basis of your business. Now, if you have a flywheel business, this is very, very different. A flywheel means that the work that you do is not about converting your time to money. It's about fueling an engine of growth. In your business, you're developing products that you sell that scale without you having to put more time into it. For example, you could develop a software as a service product and sell subscriptions to that. And then your time is spent developing the product, but selling more subscriptions doesn't costs you extraordinarily more time. Or what I've done is create an online course and then I sell the online course. If you're putting up content on YouTube, that's also an example of a flywheel, because the videos are there, they're generating views all the time and they're generating advertisement revenue. So that's the flywheel. But even if you have a flywheel-like business, you can still end up in a grind if you don't watch out. And there's a couple of reasons for that. The first is that you might rely too much on a single stream of income. For example, you're only relying on your software as a service subscription sales, or you're only relying on YouTube advertisements, or only on online course sales, or only on affiliate marketing, etc., etc. And then if that product goes away for some reason, maybe YouTube demonetizes you, or there's a competitor to your software as a service product that does a way better job than you, then you immediately have a problem as well. And that also leads to a lot of stress. So having these multiple income streams is very important for a business with a flywheel. A second reason why your flywheel business might turn into a grind is that you may accidentally end up becoming part of the gig economy. For example, let's say you have your online course, but you sell it on Udemy. Now, I've nothing against people selling courses on Udemy. There's a lot of great teachers there, and there are quite a few really good courses on Udemy. But the problem is, as a business, it's not a very good idea to do this, because you're handing over every aspect of control of your business to Udemy. They decide the price, they decide when it's going to be on sale. They decide how your course is going to be promoted to their audience, and that's very dangerous. Also, most of the courses on Udemy sell for like 10 or 20 bucks, and half of that money goes to Udemy, half of that goes to the creator. So Udemy created a flywheel effect for them, but you're actually in the grind if that's the kind of income you get out of your course. And the problem is it's really hard to run an actual business if you sell courses for $10, of which half doesn't even go to you. And that means you're going to have trouble covering your cost, let alone have a business that can actually grow. This is why I don't sell my courses on Udemy, but I host them myself. And I also charge a higher price. That's not to rip you off, but it's to allow my business to thrive, to have the flywheel effect in place. And having a flywheel effect in your business is actually a win-win for everybody. It's a win for you because the flywheel allows me to invest in the quality of the free content here on YouTube, so everybody benefits. It's a win for the people who purchased my course because I'm able to invest more time into improving the course, extending it, and creating higher quality material. It's a win for me personally because it allows me to offload some of the work so I can focus on what I'm passionate about, which is talking about programming and software design. And finally, it's a win for the business because it allows for more opportunities to have a positive impact on the world. My advice to you is to look for these flywheel opportunities in your own life. Get out of your comfort zone. Find a place where you can learn new things radically fast. Then think of a way to convert what you've learned into something that helps other people. And then figure out a way to do it without putting in too much of your own time so you can scale it. If you do that, one thing is certain, you're going to change the world. I think I'm gonna miss this place. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like for old time's sake. Thanks for watching, take care, and see you on the other side.